Hi guys! Today on Divas Can Cook, we are taking this fluffy homemade cake batter and we are making my new favorite cake for real. I am talking about Kentucky butter cake. Look, I don't know who invented this cake, but they should be ashamed. They should really be ashamed because it is so addictive. I about ate the whole thing by myself. Ain't that sad? But yeah, we're making it. Y'all ready? Let's go. Okay, I have some flour in a large bowl. I'm going to add in some baking powder and some salt. Next, we're going to whisk this all around to make sure that everything is well combined. You can also sift it if you want to, but whisking works for me, okay? All right, next we're going to move along to our butter and our butter flavor shortening. I love to use that butter flavor shortening. It makes the texture so bomb, just bomb diggity. So that's what we're using. Next, I'm going to add in some sugar. I'm going to mix this sugar up really well until it's combined. And then I'm going to add in my egg. I have 5 eggs, so I'm going to add in my eggs. Now, I am alternating my sugar and my egg. So you want to add in a little bit of sugar, mix it up, add in the egg, mix it up, and then alternate it. I was watching my grandmother make her pound cakes, and this is what she does. She always alternates her sugar and eggs. And I thought, I'm gonna start mixing my pound cakes up like that too, because her cakes always comes out so tender and moist and light. And yeah, this is how the batter should look once you have all of that mixed in. See how nice and whipped and fluffy it is? It's so pretty and airy. That's how it should look. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna add in our extracts. I'm using some rum extract. Some rum extracts are stronger than others, so be careful with that. And next we're gonna add in some vanilla extract because this cake has a rum vanilla taste. So if you don't like the taste of rum, you probably won't like Kentucky butter cake, but it is so good. I love it. My kids love it. My husband love it. We are officially fans, honey, of the Kentucky butter cake. All right. Next, we're going to mix our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients, just like that. All right. And next, we're going to alternate it with the buttermilk. Okay. The buttermilk makes it nice and tender and moist. It gives the perfect crumb texture. Love it. So go ahead and just mix that in, alternating into all. Oh, I can't even talk. Alternating until you have all of that flour and all of that buttermilk mixed in. And when you do, your batter will look like this. It's all whipped. It's perfect. Look how fluffy that. Oh, girl. Look at that. Oh, so I love a pound cake batter. Now you want to just plop this into your prepared pan. Make sure that you grease and flour your pan really well because this cake loves to stick, honey. I don't know why, but it does. So make sure you have it properly prepped. We're going to shake it and pop it and drop it and stop it and rock it. Plop it. I can't think of anything else. Just to get all those air bubbles out and get it into a nice even layer. Next, we're going to bake it for 325 for about an hour, 15 minutes. When it comes out of the oven, place it on a cooling rack. And then my favorite part, I like this part. I don't know why it's fun. We're going to get like a skewer and just put a whole bunch of little holes in it. Don't go all the way down to the bottom because this is where we're going to pour that luscious syrup in, and we don't want it to like run out the top when we flip it over. Okay, so just put a ton of holes in it like that. Perfect. Now for the sauce, the butter rum sauce. I'm going to add some butter into a skillet. Let that butter melt down completely. And once you have it all melted, we're going to add in some granulated sugar. Dump that sugar right on in. This is a kind of like a syrup, like a buttery rum syrup. I'm going to add in some water. If you want to replace the water with some rum, I ain't mad at you, honey. Go ahead and do it. It will be strong though, but you can if you want to. I'm just going to use water though because I'm already crazy enough. Okay, so we're going to cook this butter until it begins to kind of get foamy. We're not going to boil it. We just want it to kind of foamy and bubbly like this right here. You see that? Yep. Take it off the heat and add in some rum extract. I love using rum extract in this cake. It's just, I love rum extract. It smells good. It tastes good. I love it. Next, we're going to add in some vanilla extract to give it a nice rummy vanilla taste. All right. You see how it's starting to thicken up like a syrup? That's what we want. All right. So now it is perfectly done. It looks good, girl. Go ahead and just pour it over the cake. And this part right here, it's just fun doing this part. It's like luscious. Like I love watching it just seep down into the cake. All that butter sauce. Just pour it on. Drench it on, honey. Okay? Get it all in there. I like to reserve about a 1/4 cup for brushing on the finished cake. So save some of that buttery sauce. All right? But yeah, go ahead and let it soak through. And you want to let it sit just until that glaze has kind of hardened up. Not too long, because if you let it sit for too long, it will kind of like seal itself to the pan. You won't be able to get it out just until that sticky glaze is firm. Okay, Now I'm going to go ahead and run my knife along the edges just to make sure it's not going to stick. And next you can go ahead and just plop it on out onto your cake pan just like this. Now this cake tastes so much better the next day. Matter of fact, you have to serve this cake the next day. If you don't, if you eat this cake just like this, it's too strong. The rum is too strong. It's like, it has to sit the next day. So let it sit until the next day, or at least a few hours, okay? And then once you're ready to serve it, go ahead and reheat that extra buttery glaze and brush it on the top, and it's gonna be all luscious and beautiful. You can also do like some little powdered sugar, because once this glaze harden up, it will kind of get like sugary like. So if you want to cover the top in powdered sugar to make it look, a little bit prettier, you can do that. But honey, I ain't doing all that. I'm just making this for us at the house, so I don't really care about it looking, pretty. It looks cute with a nice sticky glaze on it to me. Okay, so when you're ready to serve it, go ahead and slice it on up. Yep, that texture, y'all. It's had a chance to sit and absorb all of that buttery sauce. Look at the texture. Watch this. It's not wet or soggy. It's just moist, nice and moist and fluffy. Look, fluffy. I love this texture. I think this is why this is my new favorite cake, because I'm such a texture person. Like when the texture is right, everything in life is right. Okay, look at that crumb texture. Yes, I love it. And it's so moist and tender, y'all. Ooh. All right, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos later.